everybody, thanks for tuning in to Dave's World. So at the Super Cruzes company, we do some really cool stuff like putting this V8 in this Chevy Cruze, but I also do some really cool parts for the Equinox and the Terrain. In this video, you're going to watch me putting in the non-heat shielded cold air intake. At the end of the video, you're going to see the heat shielded version of the cold air intake. I made it so if you buy either one, you can watch one video to install either one of the cold air intakes. Also, you're going to see throughout the video that I installed a few other things, including our wastegate. I also have a blow-off valve. I have an engine cover. I have a PCV reroute. There's a lot of products that fit the Terrain and the Equinox that I have on the website. If you go to supercruzes.com, you can get this stuff, and these videos are for installations of those parts. And on that website, you can see the video that I'm in right now installing those parts. So if you go towards the end, basically half of the video is the non-heat shield version, the other half of the video is a heat shielded version, and they sound pretty badass, and I have a lot of local customers who really like the product, so that's why I just keep filming the installations so you guys can enjoy them all over the world. And I appreciate you guys supporting Super Cruzes and Dave's World. Thank you very much. Also stay tuned because we're converting this Chevy Cruze to rear-wheel drive. This engine right now should make about 700 horsepower. We're going to be bringing it up to 900 horsepower. The playlist is now live on the members section and the main YouTube channel. Thanks again, everybody. Alright, so the first thing you need to do is take a Torx bit socket and remove this engine cover. Well, you don't really need to remove that engine cover. I just like doing it because it makes it easier to work. It's just out of the way. So I get it out of the way. But if you don't have that Torx bit, you can just leave it in place. It's fine. You have to flip this air intake up. There's one 10mm bolt on the top of it. Take that off, and then what you need to do is basically take a flathead screwdriver and get it underneath this pinch clamp. Once you get it under the pinch clamp, you can lift up on the one tab and get it off the hooks. When you get it off the hooks, the intake comes right out. Once you pop the intake out, I do have a new clamp for that. I pointed out in the video all the oil I found in the intake. I do have a PCV reroute that stops this oil from dumping into the turbo and filling up the intercooler. You're definitely going to want to add this to your Equinox or your Terrain. Now remember, this is the non-heat shielded version of the cold air intake, so it comes with a bracket that supports the filter. It's a really simple install because you do not have the heat shield. Nothing's holding up the other end of the cold air intake. I just very simply hook this bracket underneath the clamp. It mounts to any one of the bolts that are underneath the filter, and there's a fresh air intake which is right below the cold air intake that you can just lay it on it and it's nice and tight and won't go anywhere. But at the end of this video, I also added in the heat shielded version of the install. That way if somebody buys either one, you can watch this video for both installations. It's pretty simple. I mean, once everything's in place, you just want to clamp everything up, make sure everything is nice and tight. Now, you're also going to notice that I left the mass airflow sensor housing pointed up. I did that for the video just so you could see how, like, when I remove the mass airflow sensor and I install it, it was easier to see. But after I install it and I tested everything, I actually went back and I flipped it on its side the way I like it. So basically, if you buy the cold air intake from me, this sensor is not going to be pointing up. It's going to be pointing closer towards the engine. That way, I just think it looks a little nicer. Plus, I don't like the sensor sticking up. I like it more natural to where the harness is laying to the right. You can have the housing any way you like. I just like to turn it to the side. And then if you're the kind of person who did take the engine cover off, just don't forget to put it back on. It's not going to really hurt anything having it off, but at the end of the day, it's, you know, it's there and looks nice, and I think it dresses up the engine a little bit better, even though we do have nicer engine covers for these trucks. Sorry, SUVs. I just want to be clear, you do not need to remove the factory engine cover. The only reason I was removing it in this video is because I was installing another product. But you do have to remove the factory air box. So there's a clamp on top, a clamp on bottom of this little elbow, then there's a mass airflow sensor. Once you get those out of the way, the air box will literally pop up out of the way, and once you get it out of the way, that's how you can install the new air intake. You do want to get the rubber elbow off, and I'm going to show you. Basically, you have to flip the elbow up. There's a pinch clamp that needs to be removed. What I ended up doing was just taking a hammer and a flathead screwdriver and you just tap the little tab that goes over the locking part and pop that right off, pull it out, and you can get the plastic portion out of the way. And then this bracket needs to be removed. What we're going to do is we're going to leave the one bolt in, spin the bracket. The bracket's now going to be used to hold the heat shield for the cold air intake. This is a very easy installation, and not only do I have a version for the 1.5, I also have the 2.0. It's a little bit different, but the 2.0 and the 1.5 kind of look the same. Basically, once you have the heat shield mounted, now you just have to put in the actual air intake portion. You're going to put in your mass airflow sensor. This usually comes pre-made. You have to throw the filter on, then you're going to drop it in place. You're going to mount it to the elbow that's right on the turbocharger, and then it's going to make some badass noises. The other thing I did in this video was I also installed the PCV reroute. That was the reason I took the engine cover off, and the PCV reroute helps with the intercooler icing up and the oil getting dumped in the intercooler, which also makes the throttle body dirty, gunks up spark plugs. There's a lot of other issues, and that's why I make this PCV reroute. So the reroute fixes a lot of problems. So at the same time, when I was putting this intake in, I was also putting the reroute in on this vehicle. And I want to thank Ryan for helping me out, but he's got a really nice truck, and I think this came out really nice, and I just wanted to show off the new Equinox products for everybody at supercruzes.com.